For today's video, I don't want to be like one of those random channels that have no idea what they're talking about and they make a guide on like 200 different champions. Hi guys, today we're going to be playing Yasuo and I'm going to be teaching you how to play a game. Then it's just 30 minutes of them playing, talking about nonsense. I spent hours creating the best Yasuo guide possible for anyone who's played Yasuo for 10 years. 5 years, 1 year, a month, even a day. We're going through everything today. The new role quests, builds, runes, macros, when to shove waves, when to freeze waves, every combo, secret tips on the interface tab for Yasuo. I want to see every Yasuo one trick make it to the top this season. And if you're watching this right now, I am live on Twitch. Click the first link in the description. Any question you guys have about Yasuo League, I will answer. I'm just here to help y'all become better. Now, let's get into the best 2026 Yasuo guide. Alright, so personally, I play Yasuo in 3 different lanes. Mid, top, and AD carry. I've legit found so much success in all 3 of these lanes, but it's different now with role quests. For the role quests, mid lane gets an empowered recall and tier 3 boots, top lane gets level 20 and a free TP spell, and AD carry gets increased gold on every minion, champion, and assist, plus a 7th item slot. Now what does this mean for Yasuo? The top lane one isn't that beneficial for him. Yasuo is not that great of a scaling champion and level 20 won't be that great for him. The mid lane one is absolutely phenomenal. The tier 3 Berserker's Greaves grant you lifesteal now. Now if you know how to macro, if you know how to silent, and you know how to abuse the empowered recall, you will thrive. We're gonna get into some of that later, but the lifesteal from the boots, plus if you go Bork first, you are cooking. And if for bot lane, the increased gold overall, if you can rush to 3 items with Yasuo, and you have Bork, Shieldbow, IE before anyone else has 3 items, you are cooking. So overall, mid and bot are Yasuo's best positions this season. I had a 65% win rate on Yasuo bot last season, and I was telling everyone, you should play this, you should play this. And now they basically buffed it. So now I only recommend you play bot lane Yasuo more. It's basically like leaving free LP on the table. It's so busted. Top lane is fine, but you just have to be extremely skilled. It might work for you on lower elo, but the higher you climb and the better top laners you face, if you get punished in the top lane, yo, it's wraps for you. Now, before we get into any builds or runes, I just want to tell y'all, you might not want to hear this, but you can play Yasuo as much as you want, okay? You can perfect his combo, his builds, his runes, but if you don't understand how to actually play the game, you don't know how to manage waves, you don't know when to freeze, you don't know when to push, you don't know when to take your turns, you will never improve. Sure, you might succeed for a bit, but there's a reason why a lot of one tricks get hard stuck. Everything I say in this video will help you up to a certain point, so don't expect after you close this video to instantly become the best Yasuo player in the world. You need to practice and apply everything. It's not only about your champion. That's like 50%. The other 50% is how the game works, and I'm going to teach y'all how to do that too. Now it's time for the build. Now for the starter items, you're going to go into Doran's Blade against like melee matchups or easy ranged matchups that aren't super punishing. And then you're going to go Doran's Shield into somewhat even matchups or a super punishing ranged matchup. Now for your first item, you can definitely go Berserker's Greaves first. I don't hate it. You're going to have a lot of prio, especially if you know when to leave lane. With that extra movement speed and attack speed, your roams are going to win you games. You could definitely still go Bork first. I don't hate it. It's just you're going to be losing a lot of that prio that you could have, but you will finish Bork faster, and once you finish the item, you cook everyone. If you don't want to go boots first, I recommend you to always build some 2 extra daggers. Don't just go Vampiric Scepter, Recurve Bow, Pickaxe. For example, I'd say if you recall and you have like 1200 gold, get the Recurve Bow and then get 2 extra daggers on top of it. You're not going to finish your boots, but it's just going to be sitting in your inventory. You get the extra attack speed for your Q cooldown that I'll get into later, and you still get to build into your boots. If you like to build Kraken Slayer, you can. You just have to build this into comps that are squishy, or if you have like an early lead, but don't build this against comps that are building a lot of armor. And never ever go Bladed Ruin King and Kraken Slayer together. Never ever. And your second item is pretty much always going to be Shieldbow. It's defensive, it's perfect for side laning. For the third item, with the new changes to LDR they did this season, I'd say always go LDR, especially if you're in the top lane. But if you're against a comp that's not building any armor whatsoever, just rush IE third. But either way, from your third item, if you go LDR or IE, you will be hitting 100% critical strike. You can go Mortal Reminder third. I just don't like it at all. I think LDR is so much better. Try and get your teammates to build Grievous Wounds. If they don't want to build it, then maybe, okay, settle for that. Try and get your teammates to build Heal Cut, Grievous Wounds, but if no one wants to build it, then I guess settle for Mortal Reminder. Just try and get your team to build it, please. The rest of Yasuo's build is extremely situational. Like, honestly, I can't give you a clear answer on what to build because there's so many ways to go out about it depending on the comp you're against. But the items I threw on the screen right now are everything you would build. Like Canic Rookerin if you're against heavy AP, Death's Dance if you need armor, GA, QSS, Randuin's Omen. These are all extremely situational. And if you wanted, you can build a defensive item third instead of like LDR, IE, or Mortal Reminder. It's just you have to get IE or LDR fourth. You need to finish out that 100% critical strike. There's no question about that. And my brother, never ever ever build defensive if you're behind. Rush to get damage because there's no other way you're getting back into the game. If you have Bork and Death's Dance, my brother, you're not doing no damage. You're cooked the whole game. Now our next topic is the runes. By the way, I'm going to play a game later in the video so you guys can see exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to show you what runes I would take against the matchup I'm against, which build I would go, how I play my lane overall, how to manage the waves. So don't worry if you don't understand things clearly right now. I'm going to explain everything more in game and on stream. I just want you guys to become better Yasuo players overall. My undercover goal is to see Yasuo in every single champion select for the rest of 2026. That was just a joke, by the way. Don't play Yasuo. I don't want to be the reason you're getting flamed. The runes, pretty much always lethal tempo. There are some exceptions where you can go grasp, but I'll get into that later. The lethal tempo side of the runes, always the same, but the resolve is where things get a little different. Basically, against ranged matchups that don't have CC, I'd recommend Second Wind and Shield Bash. Against ranged matchups that have CC, I'd say Second Wind and Unflinching. And against melee matchups, I'd recommend Bone Plating and Shield Bash. And then for Grasp, this is for matchups where you can't auto-attack the enemy easily. For example, like Lissandra or Vex. If you go in with a click of a button, they'll CC you or fear you. So you just need to build up the Grasp, go in, smack them with the auto attack, and then get the hell out, go back in, and repeat over and over and over. That's pretty much it for the runes, so we got to get into our next point, which is watching. You will never actually get better at Yasuo unless you watch the best of the best. This goes for anything in life really, like football, basketball, boxing. If you want to become the best, you have to watch the best. Take what you see great Yasuo players do, like myself, what I tell you to do, and then go into game and practice it. That's literally what I did. I'd watch these guides, I'd watch the best Yasuo 1 tricks, then I'd go in game and I'd just practice the combos, practice the builds. But what I didn't do was just play Yasuo. I went and tried to understand League as a game. I wanted to understand waves. I wanted to understand when to roam, where to ward, how to come back when you're behind, how to snowball when you're ahead. I'm gonna go more in depth into anything you guys want. Any questions you have, just pop up into my Twitch, ask anything in chat. I got you with an answer. I told you, I want y'all to become golded at Yasuo. Now it's time for the combos. We're going to be going through everything there is to know. Easy ones, hard ones, simple ones, and even some secrets. So basically with Yasuo, a lot of people don't know this, but his E has stacks. If you read the ability, it says each use of this ability grants 34 bonus damage to subsequent uses for 5 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So if we were to read the damage from every single E, the first one did 137 damage, the next one 171 damage, the next one 206 damage, and then the next one 240 damage. So with the 4th stack, your E basically does 100% damage. And this is why you see a lot of Yasuo 1 tricks E through minions before they actually E onto the enemy champion. It's because they're stacking up their E, so then when they do that final E, it's just one big hit, especially early in the game. This can be the difference between your enemy surviving with 1 HP or you get the first blood and just win the entire game. I actually thought a lot of people knew this, but then I put it on my TikTok, put a small clip in there, and almost every single comment was about the E stacks. And it was legit the top comment on the video. Everyone's like, I didn't even know there were stacks on Yasuo's E. So I'm like, it's perfect. I'll put this in the guide. Now for the next tip, hello Nasus. If I put all these dummies here, throw the tornado in the middle, and put my cursor on either side, that is where I will show out of. So if I throw my tornado, put my cursor on this side, that is where I show. So if there's a team fight and you don't want to go out on that side, put your cursor there. Braza. You just got Keyblade Airblade. That's the next tip. I hope every Yasuo main knows this, because this is just free damage on the table. If I throw my tornado and I R, that's 966 damage. But if I throw my tornado, EQ here, that's 1492 damage. That's an extra, what was that, 500, 600 damage? For free. Basically, if I EQ on this target, it will get dragged to the opponent. That's why you see a lot of Yasuo 1 tricks. When they hit the tornado on their opponent, they'll EQ a minion before they actually are their opponent. Because who doesn't want an extra 200, 300, 400, 500 damage? For free. And then another thing is, if you throw... Why is this guy was here, brother? Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Braza, I'm trying to help people. And then another thing is, use your Q as an auto reset, okay? I see a lot of Yasuo 1 tricks, they'll Q, fight like this, and then just fight. This is how they do it. No, brother, you have to auto Q. You just have to get as much damage out as you can. Before you R, you can get 1 or 2 autos in there. There's a lot of time to ult. The next tip is on the interface tab. You need to check this. Show lost control of UI. If you don't have this checked, this won't show for you. So when I throw my tornado, look above target dummy's name. Airborne. There's a whole entire bar that drags down. I'll show it one more time so you don't miss it. Airborne. There we go. That entire time is how long the opponent is in the sky. That is why in this clip I'm showing right now, as you can see against the Katarina, I don't ult right away. I legit auto attack her like 1, 2, 3 times just to get as much damage out as possible. If I were to R instantly, she would legit probably live there. That is why, if say your teammates are here, you just do this, wait till the bar is almost done, and they'll be in the sky longer. So they'll be CC'd for a longer amount of time, as opposed to if I just did this, alt. Like, my teammates can hit them longer if they're in the sky for a longer amount of time. We gotta put everything into effect now, and I'm showing you how to manage waves. Hopefully we get a hard matchup. Okay, let's look at a comp. We're against Ryze, Poppy. I can go D-Shield here, but first game of the season, I gotta play it aggressive. I'm sorry. So basically, we're in this ranged matchup. What you can do here against ranged matchups, especially against like Orianna or Syndra, is you level up E first, and then you just go through the minions, and you're just gonna tear them down. So I just got one auto off, and then I get back out because I have my shield to protect me as well. So now with my 4th stack, there we go. Y'all see what I'm saying though, right? With the 4th stack, and I just won that trade simply just like that. Every time if I engage with the 4th stack, it's just GG for Ryze. We already know he's going for the cannon, so we can just get out of there. Farm at a distance, okay? We're gonna bait him into EQing the wave. We want him to use abilities right here because he's low on mana. He's not a strong early game champion, and he's going to be shoving this wave. So now if I were to walk up here, he can't win this fight no matter what. Like, he's playing Ryze, you know what I mean? He's trying to shove and get a TP in, but we won't let him. I mean, that was just ugly. Wind wall this. And we just want to hold the wave right here. They're both low, so Jarvan can pressure them off. Is go for the recurve bow and the pot. Recurve bow is perfect here. Oh, is Ryze going to help? I mean, if Ryze goes to help, his wave's cooked. Now he's just wasting his abilities on the wave. Ha! See what I'm doing? I'm just denying him the wave. I legit just denied him like what, 4, 5, 6 CS for free? You don't always have to fight. You know what I mean? Like you win the game through wave. We could get a gank in now. I just ping for Bart to come. This is where we could kill. Yep. Y'all see that ping though from earlier though. Basically, I set it up for Bard. I just let the Ryze shove, do whatever the hell he wanted because I knew no matter what, brother, Bard is coming. And we got his flash. So on top of just the free kill, game is basically cooked for him, honestly. So the fact that Ryze has no flash, if he's willing to like shove waves like this, I can easily just go on his face like this. Like, you're not getting cannon, brother. Y'all see what I'm saying though? If you just go in and out of the minions, brother, there's not much you can do. And now we're just gonna perma shove this wave, deny him of another whole wave. Thank God I'm doing good this game. Like, I swear every single year, first game of the season, I lose. I don't know why. I play out of my mind. I play perfectly. I still lose. But since we have boots right now, we can roam bot. We just shove the wave. We might miss some minions, but it's all right because if we can help our bot lane here. Oh my goodness, brother. This is what I mean, though. This is why you buy boots. Here. Loki, I wanted to kill. But I gotta take the wave, like I have to, because she took both kills, and now I need to make it up for that wave that I just missed. It's not toxic. That's just how you have to play the game. Basically, that's what I meant though. So if you go boots, yes, you might sacrifice losing on some damage. Yes, you might not get to your first item as fast as you want to, but I benefited from getting from mid lane to bot lane as fast as I could without them getting to their tower, and I ended up in 2 kills for Vayne. They were both gonna die. Now she's 3-0-1. Bot lane's basically won. This is your role as a mid laner. That was all Jarvan. I did not know this brother is that hungry. Yes, Riot. Yes, Riot. We need a speedrun to Challenger this season, brother. We are chilling. We can fight here. We can fight here easily. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Oh my goodness, Jarvan, beautiful. Oh my goodness, and we got a mid quest. Oh my goodness, brother! You are very, very handsome, brother. Give me a kiss right here, brother. My name is Yousifnaldo. And this is another thing about getting boots first. I wasn't that big of a fan of getting boots first before, but now I have free 5% lifesteal. I upgraded. I don't have to buy anything. It upgrades by itself. And I get faster recall. Now I'm already running back to lane. Let's go! First game of the season. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see this. Emerald 2. Damn. Yeah, well, the highest you could get placed anyways is Emerald 1, so... But let me show you something. You know how now ADCs have the role quest? So once it's completed, ADCs completely get more gold off minions, kills, and assists. So in total, Vayne is just making more gold over and over and over and over. And it's just extra kill over me, plus 2 assists. But no matter what, I'm only 400 gold under her. That is because I have 9.5 CS a minute. It's crazy. Even with all those gold bonuses and that lump sum gold that she earns right after she completes her quest, I'm right there. That's why CSing is so important. But that's it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all improve. I told y'all, any questions you have, come to the stream, put it in the chat. I will answer it. Drop a follow. This is what I do. We perform, and we're hitting Challenger real soon. Make sure y'all are there. Everyone like and subscribe. It's only going to help me. It's only going to help the channel. More videos. It's going to help you. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's just hit one for the culture before the video ends.